Hi, how you doing? I'm Gerald, just an Earthling, of course. Nothing special, but here I am in Portland, Oregon, and I make videos about most of the things that people don't like to talk about: politics, healthcare, money, religion. Love to talk about religion. Love to talk about politics. And now I've got a unique opportunity. Seems our fucking government wants a theocracy for some freaking reason. Now, you can deny it all you want, but it comes down to the fact that they're accusing all these, we've got congressional chaplains and division chaplains and company chaplains, and we've got prayer meetings, and we've got the fucking the thing he just did about the other prayer meeting where Obama, who's really an atheist, actually got up and said, there's something about this this resurrection and the Jesus Christ thing. Really interesting. And then, when he was a senator, he had making fun of the creationists because it's silly. But now it's all about, along with all the gaps in evolution, it seems that maybe we ought to look at both sides of it. And he said that, I just went, you did not. And then he decided to, go crazy. He decided that I'll go ahead and pick my superhero because I can, because I'm the president, I guess. No, he got pushed. Matt Lauer says to him, when are you going to pick a church? When are you going to pick a church? Excuse me. And so he does. He picks the monotheistic Christian church. Like everyone else in politics in this fucking country. The minute you try to tell me that we're not violating the first, well, not we, but they're not violating the First Amendment with these chaplains and all this other shit. The minute you say that, I know you're a traitor. They're absolutely violating my First Amendment right to freedom from religion. I say that because freedom of religion doesn't work. It's really wrong. It's not what the Founding Fathers wanted at all. They said it that way so that they could give people a feeling of security that they're going to be allowed to practice their religion. Not that they're going to turn their religion into a state religion, which is why I phrase it as such: freedom from religion, which is what we need. A total, complete disembodiment of religion in our government. It's crazy. There's no reason for it. None whatsoever. God's law. You want to put a moral compass on those kinds of laws? I mean, everything seems to be like sexually oriented. They're so frustrated. It's just weird. With the circumcision, and if your daughter's not a virgin when she gets married, you stone her, and everything else. And it's just, people they got this real odd sense of sex. To them, it's an evil, nasty thing. As good as it feels, they really think that. It's just stupid. And so with all these things that are going on, I say to myself, Obama's betrayed me. He's betrayed all of us. He's totally backstepped every one of his promises. He hasn't meant any of them. For instance, medical marijuana. He said he would look at the science and make sure he did the right thing and made the right decision according to the science. Now he pretty much made his decision according to the Harry J. Anslinger cronies, the DAEA, the DEA, I should say, excuse me, the DNEA. Man, there's got to be something wrong with the picture when a doctor will throw opiates at you like it's candy and then begrudge you any medication at all because you want to use medical cannabis. Yeah, Barry, that's what happened. Anyway, you betrayed us, Barry. I said, listen, write in for me. I'll be president. I'm not going to kowtow to this crap. I'm going to definitely push for freedom from religion and many, many other things. And I get a letter back. I get a little answer from someone. BrianWilliamson of Z Unite 03's Cape. I think it's Zuni Escape or something. United Escape, Unite, the United States, the United States. It's kind of metaphoric. I like it. It's kind of now that I figured it out. The United States. It's kind of like. Anyway, Brian, you asked me. You said, I am interested in doing this. Writing in for me. Over the Republican ticket and shit like Gitmo still being open when the military commissions won't even prosecute the alleged terrorists. I know. The ones that are in their custody and just sit in warehouses. That's what they're doing, yep. So they can waterboard them some more and torture them and get some of their aggression out, I guess. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's really irritating now. But yeah, all those different things. Yeah, I bring them up. I talk about them, circumcision, all that stuff. And as a president, I would do the same thing. Yeah, I would get right on there. And trust me, I would ridicule the closest preacher. If they tried to get me, if they, like, for instance, when I take the oath of office, they're going to ask me, well, which Bible would you like to use? Like they do everybody else. And I look at them, I'll say, excuse me? Which what? You mean to tell me that you're not going to trust me if I don't put my hand on this bullshit, this pornography? That's what I would say. In public, right on the steps of the Capitol. I don't care. That's reality. Energy policy. You ask. As you know, the oil companies are constantly pushing the agenda that they must be America's #1 energy source. Now, that's an assumption and an opinion on your part, Brian, but I agree with you. But, and you said the thing about the blowout and what would I do to help prevent that? Well, first of all, I wouldn't let them drill willy-nilly. Okay? There wouldn't be half as many derricks out there as there are now. Secondly, energy policy. Geez, we got sun every freaking where. Solar power is very efficient, very inexpensive, and needs to be. Excuse me, come on. Help me with my vocabulary. I'm having a hard time this afternoon. But it needs to be researched. It needs to be brought farther out. Wind power, same thing. Free electricity. Why are you people not just... If you have a windy area, why not put up a damn turbine? You have sunshine 15 hours out of the day, put a solar panel up. There are so many ways to produce our energy besides oil. I don't understand why they even have a question. I don't even have a question. In fact, I'd probably try to make some kind of law limiting the amount of oil that can be used, limiting the carbon footprint of a company. Yeah, that's one of the things I would do. Secondly, I would definitely push the electric vehicle. And, well, we had electric before we even had internal combustion. Did you not know that? Yeah. Westinghouse built a great electric engine. And it went like 120 miles to the charge or something like that. It was great. Chevy, the Chevy Volt, that's not a new car. They had that out in the 70s. They were driving 70s and 80s. They gave it to a bunch of people to drive around. They loved it, wanted to keep it. No. Chevy snatched them all up and destroyed them. Tell me they're not in cahoots with oil. Yeah, there are so many other ways to produce energy out there. And Obama's just being a pussy. He's not asserting himself. He's not being strong. He's not being a leader. These CEOs, I'd tell them, I'd say, excuse me, you want what from me? Yeah, I would talk to them like they were children. Ridiculous children. You know, remember Reagan in the trickle down theory. Well, you might be too young, but he actually thought that if CEOs got more profit, they would pass it on and make more jobs. He actually thought that. They still think that stupid shit. You think these greedy punks want to give up that money they get? They get a loophole in the tax system. Why? So they can make more money themselves. I know one of the things I might do is try to get a bill together to make it like illegal to gather, to amass a certain level of personal wealth. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. But one thing I would not do: put any tax loopholes in any corporations. Because we pay more tax than any business in the world. Bullshit. You guys don't pay any. It may say you're supposed to, but you don't. But you should. There's a lot of things, the energy policy. This is something that has to be discussed. But also, there are some executive orders that can be handed down. That can be done away with. Things that can be done right now. Not 2020. Right now. Then you unhealthy and unwanted pregnancy. I don't know why he said that like that. Just, whatever. My position is the abortion should only be used when medically needed, and education about child rearing and sex is the. Oh, you're gonna. Okay. First of all, as far as abortion goes, it's none of our business. That's all there is to it. Okay? Period. It's none of our business. If a woman wants to have a medical procedure, that's confidential between her and her doctor. I don't know how anybody ever even gets the information that the woman's going to have an abortion. It's none of our business. Period. There shouldn't even be a law with it or against it. It's none of our business. It's a medical procedure that women confidentially want to go through with their doctor. Do you understand that? You Christians can argue about when life is and all that. It doesn't matter. It's a woman getting a medical procedure. It's her business. Period. What I feel about abortion has nothing to do with it. It's none of my business. If it were my baby, it would be my business. But it's not. It's none of my business. All this unhealthy attitude about abortion is what's causing all these unhealthy pregnancies, unwanted kids, and all that. It's the Christian fucking way. That's what's causing all this shit. They don't want to adopt those kids. They want to make some poor 13-year-old girl go through pregnancy and have a baby, but they don't want to adopt it. None of our business. That's all you have to say. It's none of your business. Number 3. The Second Amendment. Your stance on gun ownership. Nothing wrong with the guy owning a gun. But why do you need an AK-47? And why do you really need an assault weapon? And if you're a legal citizen, it really shouldn't matter, I guess. It's your business. The problem is the guns get in the hands of criminals no matter what we do. The laws are worthless. But we really shouldn't sell automatic weapons. That's just it. You want to have an automatic weapon brought in, it's all torn up and everything, then you have it rebuilt here. That's up to you. But come on. You don't really need one. That's just silly. Yeah, it's nice to have a gun in your home to protect yourself, but you better be careful. Think critically and really, really think about it. Don't just leave it sitting around and all that kind of stuff. Having a weapon for protection and having it in a safe with a trigger guard on it and all that shit is just worthless. If you want to have it for protection, you carry it. But you have to know how to use it. Yeah, Second Amendment, we have the right to bear arms. It's just, I don't get the AK-47. Why everybody wants to have those? The only reason the crooks have them is because The legitimate guys want to have them, so they get them into the country. Just go figure. And you go. No, number 4 is the Patriot Act, whatever that is. I would definitely do it. That's bullshit. Come on. They're just trying to do an end run around the Constitution and be able to stop you on the street and accost you. Or go into your home just because they suspect. You don't want that to happen. I don't either. Bullshit. Patriot Act. We have rights, and I like to keep my rights. If you don't mind. But this thing about profiling, that is a necessary law enforcement tool. Okay? Sorry about that. You have to be able to discern a person's almost their demeanor, within seconds when you meet someone. It's a tool. It's something that psychologists use. There's cold questioning. There's cold calling. There's those people like Von Prague and Jonathan Edwards that ask a question by answering the question. Well, they ask a question, but it's so generalized that somebody goes up and goes, "Yeah, that's me," and then they can go on from there. They ask them these leading questions. They're called tells, and like everybody's had problems. Everybody's had money problems. Everybody, there's a lot of different things. It's not real. Anyway. And as far as Patriot Act goes, you also remind law enforcement agencies that they serve the people and are not their master. I know, isn't that a trip? You have to remember too, though, that you have rights, and every friend you meet, let them know they have rights. You have the right to remain silent. A couple say, "Well, you have to answer my question and show me your ID." No, you don't. They have to have probable cause. If you're a passenger in a vehicle and it gets stopped for a traffic violation, they have no right to question the passenger whatsoever. They'll threaten you all they want. They might even say, "Well, you're hiding something." So, and if I am, it's none of your business. Right? That's all you tell them. Or just have the right to remain silent, thank you. You don't have to answer any questions. You really don't. They call supervisors if they threaten you to bring the dog. That's search. That's search and seizure, and it's illegal. They can't do that. It's just like them going into the car, sending the dog so it smells for probable. They have to have the probable cause first. Just remember that. You have the right to remain silent. And if they're asking you questions, it means they don't know anything. It's that simple. Keep your mouth shut. You do not, regardless of how they'll try to drag you out of the car, cuff you, and everything else. I guarantee you, they will let you go. They will let you go. Excuse me a second, I have to get my juice here. I'm very thirsty. By the way, I can be more eloquent. I can be more civil. I can be, my oratory can be whatever you want it, basically. I've been known to be a lecturer. So, and you did ask that, though. He said, circumcision, CDC supported. Removing chaplainist and religious laws around on the books. Ending the wars as I was against them to begin with. Oh, yeah. None of the wars we're fighting now, Iraq, Iran, and all that. Iraq and Afghanistan. Bullshit. We need to bring our fellows home. Let those people fight it out. They want to live that way anyway. Even Karzai made a law that it was okay to marry your 9-year-old girl. According to Sharia law. Yeah. So they want to live that way anyway. What the fuck? A bunch of pedophiles. It's crazy. I don't care. I'm a bit of a bigot. So what? I'm very, very prejudiced against religion. All religion. That tastes good. Kiwi strawberry. Tastes great. Anyway, I did read it, and I would, I'll tell you what. If somebody wrote in and I was able to actually get the seat, be able to get into the office, oh man, boy, would things change. I'm telling you, I'm to the point, honest. I'm not going to hide anything. I don't need any of their fucking money. I mean, how can a guy, you make $200,000 a year? What are you going to do with that? Not anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I would do differently than are being done now. You might have a little bit of reading to do. You might want to do a little more study and watch a few more videos of my videos and such. Richard Dawkins and Chris Reeves. Yeah, watch them. They're good. Pat Condell. He's another Brit. Look at him. Now watch this. The wisdom of an atheist hiccup remedy. There. See? You hold your breath and you push your diaphragm up like you're trying to blow it out, but you don't. You hold it real tight. Count to 10. And what it does is synchronizes your diaphragm with your lungs again. Because a hiccup is your diaphragm out of sync. And as you can see, I no longer have hiccups. It works. It works. So, yeah, I would gladly accept the nomination in the office if I was written in, Brian. Let's go get them. Okay? I'm serious. I will be making more videos. I made this one. Okay? And good afternoon, though. It's the 25th, I think. Is it? Yeah, it's the 25th of August. And November's coming up, 2/11, so we'll have one more year after that. We've got to wake people up, open their eyes. Barry has betrayed us. He's a traitor. He's a kowtower. He's a religious appeaser. Amazing. I'm done with him, though. He's lost all my respect, every bit of it. I've lost any respect for him, period, whatsoever. And his wife, well, I guess she's pretty weak, too. The only good thing about that is their oldest daughter, she won't go to church. Yeah. She won't go to church. So now every time you see him on those Sundays when they come out of church, he's already on the sidewalk. Notice that next time. She told him. She said, I got this from, qualified sources, trust me. She said, Dad, I'm sorry, but you want to do the politic thing and do that and choose to be a Christian, that's your business. But don't you dare try to make me go to that church. You know darn good and well I'm an atheist and I'm not going to succumb to that crap, that cult. I didn't get to hear what he said after. I'd sure like to know. We'll see you later. Hey, thanks for watching, and this is the way I wanted to answer you because it's really hard for me to type, the figures thing and all that. I'm really sore today anyway, so take it easy. I'll get this out on the tube for you, and maybe you can, shit, man, write in, vote for me. I'd be glad to be president. Wow. There's so much that I can do. There's so much can be done, with executive orders, with the power the guy wields, and he won't do it. Livid about it, but I'm with you. And ciao. 420. Not yet, but close.